You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
What up, what up, what up? What it do, everybody? Welcome to What the Wrestling. Let's get this party started. Let's go. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to What the Wrestling. This is your Smackdown Review. And if you didn't know, now you know. We are switching some things up as far as the podcast goes and the stream goes. So look forward to all the changes that are coming slowly but surely. We are working things out, ironing out the kinks, straightening out what we need to straighten out. There's an Allen key behind me. I've been looking for that. That's crazy. Anyway, moving on. What the Wrestling, we're here. Welcome, January 22nd, 2023. We are 22 days into the new year. Hopefully everybody is having a good day. I am here in New York City with incoming rain. Giants fans are not happy. Listen, Giants fans, I understand. I feel your pain, okay? My Ravens, we lost. I got to go this way. My Ravens, they lost. You can't see it. There's a Ravens thing behind me. Trust me, it's there. We lost, okay? You guys lost too. Let's all go fishing, South Beach. Let's take the jet. Let's take out the boat. Let's go fishing. Get the cigar ready. Some Jameson. Some Jameson next to you, or maybe some Black Label, whatever your preference is. And just enjoy the nice cool breeze of Miami, South Beach, and enjoy the cool breeze of Florida as you go fishing in the off season. It's okay, Giants fans, all right? You lost, shit happens. But back to the wrestling. So before we get started, hit the goddamn like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, What the Wrestling, as you can see, because the ticker is going to be at the bottom of your screen right about now. So let's not waste any more time. Smackdown. Smackdown was all right, man. There was, I like to bounce around on these shows. So we're going to talk about what mainly was the big thing of SmackDown, and that was the Sammy Zayn bloodline storyline. Probably the best storyline in WWE in the last 5 years, especially. We had the big ones, the Daniel Bryans, the not big time Becks, the rise of Becky Lynch. Those are some great storylines. But this right here, this takes the cake. This is very, very good. We had a bunch of segments that basically led to what is going to happen next week. What's going to happen in the Royal Rumble, which is next week. So shout out to the Rumble. Shout out to my guys that will be coming through for the Rumble. Can't wait. It's going to be dope. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be dope. So Sami Zayn is in trouble. His time with the bloodline, I can feel it. It's coming to an end. And there is a spiral happening, and they are telling a fantastic story. Bloodline comes in with 2 black SUVs. Sami Zayn comes in. He's like, yeah, Bloodline, we the building. Everybody's giving him fist bumps. Everybody's rocking with him. The Usos are. Roman keeps it pushing. So now he's like, what's going on? Why is Roman pissed at me? So Zayn requested an audience and I'm going to just talk about all the segments first, and then we'll talk about what happened at the end. But Zayn requested an audience with Roman Reigns later that evening, and Reigns basically sat down. He said, sit down. So he sat down. He said, listen, my tribal chief, I don't know what's going on. Are you mad at me? And he said, listen, I want you to tell me what happened last week. I saw the show, and I saw the look on your face. Now, tell me what happened, and be honest. At first, he was like, nah, we're good. He was like, I said, be honest with me. Don't you lie.
Stop the cap.
And so he said, listen, I was on the verge of beating Sammy, and then the Usos solo came out of nowhere, and I was winning, and for a split second, it crossed my mind, what if Owens is right? He was like, listen, I don't understand you. Owens keeps saying you guys are using me, but I love it here. I love the bloodline. I love you as my tribal chief. But for a split second there, listen, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. And Reigns was like, wow, this is what we're doing now. He was like, I got to run my game plan by you, the honorarios. So the tribal chief has to answer to you, huh? Get out. Just go. Get out. Go find Kevin Owens. Go be with him. So he ran out, and he was all down and dirty and defeated. And he was just like, listen, man, I don't know what's going on. He was just like,
fuck this shit, I'm out. Mm-mm.
And then you had him sitting down on a crate in another segment, and Paul Heyman walks up to him. Well, after that, Paul Heyman said, listen. He said, listen, before he saw Sammy, he said, listen, my tribal chief, I never liked Sami Zayn, but isn't it better? It's a great line too. Isn't it better and the way he knows how to drag out the dramatic effect? Paul Heyman is really good at that. Isn't it better for some Sami Zayn to be on the inside of the castle pissing out than on the outside of the castle pissing in, or vice versa, whatever he said. So Roman sat there, with the whole angry man face. Then he later approached Sami Zayn while Sammy was sitting on the crate, looking all defeated and shit. He said, listen, man, Roman Reigns would like to speak to you. He wanted to speak to the honorary Usos. So he came back, and Reigns basically apologized to him, and he said, listen, man, I'm sorry. I've been getting a little hot-headed. He was like, that's why I have a wise man. Wise man, real man. He said, I understand that Zayn only wanted a clear line of communication. He only wanted clarification. So he said, listen, we're both perfectionists. This is what I want you to do. Go get the trucks for the bloodline. Go get the cars. Go get the cars. We're going to be good. He said, I got a lot of love for you. The bloodline loves you. We're good. And I want you to go set up the departure for us so that we could be good. We could do this contract signing and we get out of here. Cool. So Sammy says he loves the tribal chief. He loves everything. And he gets up and he goes to leave. He goes to set up everything. Cool. Main event segment of the night. Roman comes out. Takes him about 15 minutes, as always. And he sits down with Solo Sikoa. He sits down. He's chilling. Puts his white. You hear me? I say right and red. You hear me? White and red.
You stupid.
White and red ups on the table, waiting for KO. But KO,
surprise, motherfucker,
had other plans. He came through the crowd, threw Solo out, super kicked him off, hit the stunner on Mr. Tribal Chief. Usos came down, beat the hell out of them, threw them into the guardrail and the steps respectively. Goes back in there, hits Reigns with the pop-up power bomb, takes the contract, signs it, throws it on the floor. Sami Zayn comes out. He sees this. He's like, what's going on here? KO is like, what's up? He runs in, KO runs out, goes into the crowd, and Sami Zayn did not help the bloodline fend off KO. Now, this is beautiful because it's manipulation at its finest. What's going to happen next week is Roman is going to say, Mr. Honorary Usos, where were you? And he's going to say, or this Friday, because Friday is the go-home show because the pay-per-view is Saturday. He's going to say, listen, you told me to go get the van set up. You told me to go handle that. And then he's going to say, well, the Usos showed up. Why didn't you show up? And he's going to be like, he's going to be beatboxing like a mug. And this will further the story of the bloodline or the honorary Usos of the bloodline. That relationship is going to be dissolved because they're going to once again come and have at it. This is going to be fantastic. I literally can't wait for this. It's going to be great. It's going to be fucking great. This is the best thing. Like, everybody involved. Paul Heyman with his my tribal chief, if I may. Wouldn't it be better for Sami Zayn to be pissing out of the castle than for Sami Zayn to be pissing inside the castle? Like, Dr. Marco for Paul. From Roman's mannerisms to Sami Zayn, just the honorary Uso to KO being a badass. Everybody, Usos, Jimmy and Jay, when he was like, I don't give a damn about what the tribal chiefs say. Like, I went back and rewatched that the other day. It was just, this whole thing has been fucking great. The peak was the cage match. That was like the peak. But what goes up must come down, such as the law of gravity. So, man, I can't wait for next week. This was great. I can't wait what they come up with next week. Shout out to everybody involved in this. This is fantastic. What else happened on this show? So we started off the show with Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus the Viking Raiders, and they lost in the tag team tournament. But before we get into all that, stop the show. This has further exposed to me why WWE is in trouble with the tag teams. If you hear shit rattling in the background, it's my heater. Don't worry about it. But the tag team, the whole tag team thing right now in WWE is bad. This division is not good. I mean, they don't really have a lot of notable tag teams. They have Imperium, Legado del Fantasma, Viking Raiders, Brawling Brutes. The Maximum Male Models, trash. Hit Row, they turned them heel because babyface Hit Row just wasn't cutting it. And McIntyre and Sheamus are thrown together. Those are two guys that are singles guys that are thrown together. So they only got 4 tag teams. If they merged these divisions and then started building people from the ground up, you might have 7 or 8 legit tag teams. There's 4 that I can see, and that's it, that are actually mean something, that actually can do something. And this is not good. I mean, not the match. The match was fine. It's just the tag team. They should just merge the whole shit and build people from the ground up and tell meaningful stories. But the crowd not going to care about half of these damn teams. We had LA Knight. Yeah, he defeated Greg Jones, but there was interference. There was a Bray Wyatt thing on the screen. LA Knight didn't let it affect him. He beat the local jobber, Greg Jones, and he is going to beat the hell out of Bray Wyatt this Saturday in a pitch black match in which nobody's going to be able to see. Awesome.
You stupid.
We had Bray Wyatt bringing back the Firefly Funhouse. Everybody came back. Rambling Rabbit, the pig, the bird. Told somebody to shut the fuck up, I think. I don't know if that was the bird or somebody else, but this came back. We got Alexa Bliss shit going on. This feels like Vince McMahon to me. Bray Wyatt, when he came back, I thought he was going to come back and do something else, but yet we're going back to excuse me. Jesus. We're going back to Firefly Funhouse shit. Makes no sense. Not that I didn't like the Firefly Funhouse. I love that stuff. But it just seems like we're going backwards when I thought we were getting something new. And with this Alexa Bliss stuff tying into it, not sure that this is what we wanted. And so we had also Uncle Howdy featured as well with Bray Wyatt bringing back the Funhouse. So I don't know what they're going to do with this. We'll see, but I just thought we were getting something new. But I'm going to give it time to play out because on the road to WrestleMania, we need to see Bray Wyatt more. He can't just be cutting promos and losing. After he beats LA Knight, which I fully expect him to do, he needs to be cutting promos and whipping people's asses, cutting promos and doing stuff meaningful, even if he's not fighting every week. We cannot have Bray Wyatt doing the same shit he did before, and then he got released and they didn't have nothing for him. No. We need to be better than we were before. WWE, please. Let's not be stupid.
You stupid.
Hit Row beat Los Lotharios, Angel Garza, and Humberto Carrillo. After Adonis rolled up Carrillo with help from B-Fab with a distraction, they make it into the second round of the tournament. Los Lotharios, criminally underused. Angel Garza is fantastic. If you saw him in NXT, you know how good he is, and they fucking fumbling the ball with him. Braun Strowman is going to be in the men's Royal Rumble. Great. Lacey Evans showed off her Cobra Clutch. Yeah, Cobra Clutch. Lacey, not looking good for you. The fact that they bringing her back, not bringing her back. She's in the army. She's doing vignettes. She's a babyface. She's a heel. And I think she's actually very talented. I've seen her wrestle at live events, and I saw her wrestle in Madison Square Garden. And Lacey Evans is talented. It's just that they need to figure out what they're going to do with her and stop doing this start and stop bullshit. I don't get it. Sonya Deville and Charlotte had a verbal back and forth in which Sonya Deville blindsided her, whacked her upside her head. So we'll see what's going on with that. And the Podium beat the Brawling Brutes in a good match after hitting the Imperium Bomb to Ridge Holland. Ludwig Kaiser also hit Butch with a brainbuster on the outside. Shout out to Pete Dunne. And Podium goes to the second round. Legado del Fantasma. They beat the Maximum Male Models.
You stupid.
They beat the Maximum Male Models.
Nope.
Okay. But SmackDown was carried by this bloodline stuff. Without that, it's like, it's an okay show. Monday Night Raw was a bit better this week. So we're making progress. We're making strides in the right direction. It's just there needs to be more on these shows, on SmackDown specifically, than just the bloodline. We can't just have the bloodline running wild. What happens when the bloodline ends? Kevin Owens is great, but you can continue it maybe with KO and Sami Zayn so you can keep pushing. But after the Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, they need to get laser focused, and I'm sure that they will do that because that will be the road to WrestleMania. We got to get one of these belts off of Roman and get that shit back onto Monday Night Raw. We need to figure this out. Real quick, in other news, The Rock will not.
You stupid.
I repeat, not.
Nope.
Reportedly be showing up to WrestleMania. I do not know how accurate that is. They could all just be swerving everybody and losing. Lying, not losing. So who knows? If we see The Rock, great. I think he said he doesn't think he's going to have enough time to get into ring shape. You know, The Rock is in shape. He's jacked. But just because you're in ring shape, it doesn't mean that you're in. Just because you're in like workout shape doesn't mean that you're in ring shape. It's two totally different things. And he's definitely going to need time to get into that type of shape because it's two totally different things. So fully expect. I don't know if they're lying or not. Who knows? We just got to wait and see. But as of right now, no Rocky. So with that being said, I'm out. Everybody be safe out here. As always, enjoy the day. I will holler at you guys later. So stay safe. I'm out. Peace.